I'm back. So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 culture shocks in Spain. I wrote some down because I have a bad memory. So anyways, vamos a empezar. Culture shock number 1. People are loud. People, like, when you come to Spain, like, you can be in the street and you will hear people talking. I mean, there's been so many times, I mean, where my room is facing a main road. So it's pretty loud anyway because you have cars and whatever, but there's been so many times where I've been in my room and I can hear people talking downstairs. Spaniards are loud. Like, they speak loud. And they talk a lot, which I don't think is a bad thing. Like, I love the fact that they give off this very friendly vibe. They're interested to talk to you. They want to talk. They have so much to say. Whereas in comparison to London, everyone is quiet. Everyone is on their phone or reading the newspaper or minding their own damn business, okay? No one's talking to anyone. When you go on the metro, no one's talking to anyone. Like, everyone's just in their own world. Whereas here, people will talk. Like, there's been so many times I've gone to supermarkets, restaurants, and I'll just have random people just start talking to me. Like, I've been in the street, like at the bus stop, and an old woman just starts talking to me. And I'm just like, yeah. And she's just going off in Spanish. Number 2, so many people here smoke. Like, so many people here smoke. I mean, I know, like, everywhere in the world, people smoke. In London, people smoke as well. But here, like, it's literally everywhere. And like, I'm surprised because in London, we tend to have like corner shops, which are like little sweet shops, and you can get like little bits, and they sell cigarettes in there. And you can go to supermarkets and they sell cigarettes in there. Obviously, you have to be of a certain age to buy them. But here, they don't actually sell cigarettes in supermarkets. You have to go to an actual tobacco store to actually buy any cigarettes or tobacco or anything that you want to buy, which is a bit different. But literally, like, so many, you will see old people, young people, everybody and their mama is smoking cigarettes. Within recent years, a lot more people are either using EpiPen, you know. EpiPen. People are usually using e-pens or vapes. So yeah, but here, like, everywhere you have people smoking. Okay, culture shock number 3. Personal space. Now this, I think this was probably the first thing that I realized, that I noticed when I came here. And it was a thing that took me the longest to adjust to. Even now, in fact, you know what? Scrap that. I haven't adjusted that because me, like, I feel like everyone has a personal bubble, an aura that is around them. You can't be stepping in like my personal bubble. So like, there's been numerous occasions where I'll be queuing up in a line, or I'll be standing at the bus stop waiting, or I'll be on the metro, and people are like proper, like proper up, like I can feel their body right against mine, you know. I'm just like, hold on a minute, like, can you, and you know, you try to move a bit and then sometimes they might move with you, and I'm just like, can you fall back? Like, no, you're too close for comfort, okay? Too close for comfort. So that's something that is pretty common here that I've noticed. Like, people are pretty, like, in queues when you're on the metro. Like, people will be right up against you, and they don't even business. They'll be looking in your face like, hello, hola, ¿qué tal? Like, how you doing? And I'm just like, okay, like, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's one thing that I noticed here. Like, personal space, they're oblivious to personal space. They have no, like, they don't think when it comes to personal space. Even like when you're talking to someone, they will be like up in your face, like close, like you're gonna kiss me, like, you know, I can smell your breath, like. give me 10 feet, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one thing that I haven't, I won't even lie, I ain't adjusted to it, yeah. But it's a cultural shock that is different. In London, we're not like that. If you like bump someone or your hand might hit them back, you're getting cussed. Yeah. Number 4, things take long. So like, all right, let me give you an example. So say for instance, you have the central heating is not working, yeah, and you call up maintenance and let them know that it's not working, and they're like, okay, they're gonna get someone to come and have a look. So you'll make that phone call, they will come, they might come, if you're lucky, they will come the same day. If not, then they might come the next day or a couple of days later to come and have a look. They won't do anything, they will just have a look. 9 times out of 10, they won't do anything, they just come to look, right? Okay, they will look and be like, okay, this and this and this is what I need to do to fix it. Cool. So you'll wait. They'll be like, okay, yeah, I will come in a couple of days. You'll wait. And you'll wait. And you'll wait. And they come, or okay, you'll wait and you'll wait and you'll wait, and eventually they will come. And then if they come, like say you've been waiting like 3 weeks now, right? In fact, no. Let me be a bit nicer. Say you've been waiting a week, right? Since it's the first time they came, right? They come, they might do a little something and be like, okay, no, I need to do this, or I haven't got this with me now, so I need to go and get this and then come back and fix it. So then you'll be waiting another week. They come back and they do, oh no, but this is better and I need to, so then they come back another week. And then literally something that is simple, or maybe not simple, but something that could be fixed in a day can take, give or take, 2 to 4 weeks. Like, so when you have any issues with anything, like don't expect it to be sorted out ASAP, okay? Because everyone here is tranquila, no pasa nada. Like, I mean, you know, this, I don't think, not saying that they're lazy. They're not lazy at all. They work very hard. But when it comes to like getting things done within a certain time period, like urgency, it doesn't exist here, okay? So don't expect that, right? And tying into that, bureaucracy as well. Bureaucracy. Did I say it right? You know what I'm trying to say. B to the U to the R to the. Boy, I don't even know if that's how you spell it. Anyway, bureaucracy. Into that. So especially if you're someone who's like coming here for the first time and you're living here, and there's certain like documentation or certain things that you need to fill out. You need to get your Metro card, you need to sort out your bank account, you know, just certain things and documentations. That as well can take weeks, and it may be a fact where you have to go to this place and then go to that place and then go to another place, and then you go there and it's not open because they're only open on this day. So then you go on that day, and then the person that you're meant to see, they're not working that day, they're off on holiday or whatever, so then you have to come back, and like things just take time. So just know that when you come here, things will take time. So you just have to relax, like don't pressure or push it, because yeah, like things take time. So in comparison to London, like things can take time depending on what it is you're trying to sort out, but things usually get done within a certain, like there's a certain time period that things tend to get done. But here, literally, like you just gotta chill. My 6th culture shock here is the hours that shops are open. So if you go, there's an area called Grand Via, or Grand Via / Seoul, which is kind of like, if you're from London, it's kind of like our Oxford Street, because it has like all the high-end shops and ordinary shops and like the touristy area, right? So those shops tend to have their opening hours, like they're pretty much open every single day from, I don't know, from 9 till 8 p.m. or whatever, right? But in other areas, you have like local shops and local stores, and local shops, local stores and restaurants. So usually, especially during the week, stores close between 2 and about 5, 6 sometimes, right? Or sometimes till 8. Sometimes, in some cases, I find some restaurants, they don't open again till 8 and then till 12. And before coming here, obviously I knew about siesta, and I expected that, yeah, like they probably close because, so when I came here, I thought, oh, they're closed because yes, it's siesta, you know, people go and they sleep and, you know, then they come back to work. But apparently it's not actually entirely to do with that. That's just the hours that I guess they have their lunch. Say for example, I finish uni at 2 and I'd want to go and do shopping and the market's closed. Stores are closed, banks are closed. Like I can't do shit because everything's closed, and then I gotta wait until 5 or 6 when they reopen. And with banks, they open from 8:30 till 2:30. So when I do not understand or know when people who work are able to go to the bank, unless they go on their lunch break. Well, no, they can't even go on their lunch break unless they go like on a break or something. And banks aren't open on weekends. In comparison to London, banks tend to open from about 8:39 and then they close at like 5. And Saturdays they're usually open, but they'll close at like midday, so you can still get there. But here, like if you don't get to the bank in a week, then hey, you're gonna have to wait till the next week. So yeah, that it's different. Like it was definitely a cultural shock for me in the beginning when I was like having to keep going back and forth to the bank. Yeah, I had to make sure I got up extra early to go to the bank so I could sort out what I need to do and then come home and go to uni. But yeah, even with stores, like I've got to a point now where I'm like, it's cool. Like I know that because I know that they close within that time, I tend to do any of my shopping or anything I need to do earlier in the morning. Unless I don't have the time, then I would do it in the evening. But yeah, most stores, but I would say like franchises. So like we have, for example, Carrefour or Aldi or Lidl, they tend to be open for the whole day. They don't close within 2 and 5. But a lot of restaurants do, and a lot of like local stores do. And yeah, like that was a big shock for me. But I've got to a point where I'm used to it now. Like shock number 7. Now this one is a funny one. So people here are very affectionate, but here they take it to a whole other level. Like when I tell you, like some things I've seen in public, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Okay, so like when I say affectionate, so you know, kissing. I mean, some people like don't like PDA. Some people don't like PDA. I personally don't have a problem with it, but here, like they take it to a whole other level. So like you will be in public and you'll see people kissing, but not just like, you know, a little peck. They will be fully making out and then feeling up each other. And yeah, like El Retiro Park, which is a famous park here, there's been so many times I've gone to that park and I've seen people riding. Oh my gosh, I give myself jokes. Literally riding each other, like on the grass, on a bench. And like majority of people tend to be like teenagers or like adults, but like yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on that. Yeah, there has been some rubbing and riding and all of that stuff. So yeah, compared to London, like yes, there is PDA, but it's not as much because people will be staring at you or people will say something. In London, like we're just very like direct and sarcastic, and yeah. But here, like, people don't care. Like, it doesn't matter who's looking like. Yeah, they just do what they do. Which culture shock number 8. That's sunflower seeds. So here they call them pipas, which I will insert a picture of what they look like. Literally everyone here eats pipas, and like they have different flavors. They've got avocado flavor, they've got olive oil flavor, they have salt, they have spicy, they have sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter what flavor, okay? Everyone here eats and loves pipas. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've seen, like, on the streets, there's benches where people tend to like sit and relax and drink or whatever, and like there's been times where I've seen like piles of sunflower seeds, or sunflower seeds on the floor, and I haven't tried them. I probably will try them before I leave here, because like I said, I do love nuts and seeds. But yeah, that's like one thing that people eat a lot here. In London, no. Like, people eat nuts and seeds, yeah, but it's not that common. I say instead of pipas, people probably eat peanuts. Like, when you go to like bars, or if you go to the pub, you can get some dry roasted peanuts. Number 9, Spaniards eat pretty late, especially when it comes to their dinner. So like, for example, they'll have their breakfast in the morning. They tend to have their lunch between about 1 to 2, between like 1 and 2 and 4 p.m. And then they tend to have their dinner at about 9, between 9 and 12. So from 9 o'clock is when they will have their dinner. Like a big culture shock, because in London, like, we eat dinner at about 6, 5 o'clock sometimes, 6, 7, 8, the latest. You know, I've kind of got to the point where I actually eat kind of later in the day anyway, because I don't like to go bed hungry. So I do kind of tend to eat my dinner at around, I don't know, between 6 and about 10. Within that time period, I tend to eat my dinner. It's a big culture shock for me, because if I wanted to go to restaurants and I want to have my dinner at like 6, 7, they're not open till 8 or 9 sometimes. So I'd have to wait, or I'd have to go somewhere else, or I'd have to just eat food at home. It kind of makes sense, because they do tend to have their lunch kind of later in the day, whereas we tend to have lunch at like 12, midday. They tend to have their lunch quite late, so it makes sense why they have their dinner later in the day as well. Last but not least, culture shock is Spaniards don't sleep. They don't sleep. Like, so here, it doesn't have to be, Spaniards don't wait till Friday or Saturday to go out. Like, it could be Monday, it could be Wednesday, it could be Tuesday. Like, they will go out, and full well knowing that they have work or uni or whatever the next day, but they'll still go out and enjoy themselves and get back, and then, you know, go to uni or go to work. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that is just how it is. And they don't, like, they might go to a club, because there's pretty much like clubs every single day, or they might even just go to a bar or a pub, you know, have cerveza, have vino. Like, yeah, like, it's pretty much norm, which for me was a bit different, because especially for people who work, because during the week you have work every day, so you're not gonna like be going out in the week. You'll wait till Friday or Saturday to go out, because you have time. So yeah, like, here it doesn't matter what day it is, okay? As long as there's a party, then that's where they're gonna be at. Yeah guys, so that concludes my top 10 I think it was 10 top 10 culture shocks living in Spain in comparison to London. As if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below, subscribe, share. If you guys have any cultural shocks that you have experienced in Spain, or even in any other host country that you're living in, comment down below, let me know. I'd love to hear it. It's been a bit of a while since I posted a video, but I'm back, and I will be uploading consistently once I've like figured out my rhythm and like how quickly or what pace I can record and edit, because I record and edit everything by myself on my phone. So once I get like a pace, then I'll be able to set like a certain day that I'll be uploading. That's it. Peace.